and happy Saturday evening to all of you out there in online world. We are glad that you have chosen to invite us into your home tonight for the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you live from the studios at Enterprise, Georgia, Thompsontown, Georgia, Top Road, Georgia, the old Goober Drive-In in Dothan, Alabama, broadcasting live in all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, and 3 sunken islands. This week you can catch our reruns on the Arc Linkletter Show, the Baba Black Sheep Show, and Route 66. And for the very first time tonight, we are on the big screen at Boogers, Burgers, Boudin, Bath Salt, Body Art, and Brake Shop in Booty, Illinois. And we are thankful that they chose to put us on the big screen tonight in Booty, Illinois. And we want to welcome you tonight, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Take it away, Charlie.
Salute to Booty, Illinois is all I got to say for that. And with that, I'll say great to have you folks deciding to join us tonight on a Saturday night for the very evening that we change time and go back to daylight savings time. I will say that I might not be able to be with you for the whole show tonight. We're having somewhat of a cattle uprising over here in southeast Alabama. It seems that the cattle have learned that the Biden administration may be cutting back on the amount of feed that they get to cut down on emissions in our atmosphere. So we're having a little problem with even 5 and 6 strand barbed wire fencing, keep them in there. Don't know where they're going, but they're running somewhere. With that, Floyd B. Lloyd, you got any cow problems over that way?
No, man, I ain't got no cow problem. I got it. There's a cow that had a problem though with me a little bit earlier on a while ago. I was at the Moby Dick restaurant. And they had that all you can eat prime rib and shrimp buffet on the line there. And so that cow, he happily donated part of himself to the fulfillment of Floyd, and I enjoyed that to the utmost of my ability. So back at the Moby Dick out there eating tonight, had a good time out there with all my friends. Had a bunch of friends out there. We had a little meeting tonight and saw some people hadn't seen in a while. Just man, been good all day today. So everything's been good right here around. Marvin, you misrepresented where I'm from. You didn't call my street right. Me and my neighbors over here. Yeah, me and my neighbors, my young neighbors. What'd you say? I was from somewhere.
Tobacco Road, Georgia.
Did you say Tobacco Road?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's where we at, Tobacco Road. I was over there. Nadine and me went over there and visited with our young neighbors over there, right to the east of us, east side of our house here this afternoon. And she's an expectant mom pretty soon, and she was talking to me about the condition of Tobacco Road, the shape that the road is in, how she has to dart around all them potholes and water standing in the road everywhere, and folks digging the road up and leaving dirt piled up everywhere. She was just making a statement about it, and her husband was too. Her husband got some concern about it, and it alarmed me because, I'm pretty tough. I can take it. I'm used to being beat around and pushed around and all that kind of stuff, but anyway, we need to tighten up there in the city of Concord now and do something.
Let me make this. Maybe it seems like every Saturday night, Tobacco Road is a hot topic of conversation. So we might have to move your studio from Tobacco Road.
Floyd ain't moving. Floyd ain't going nowhere.
See, that's the way government works. Floyd, that is the way government works. Did you just catch that?
Yeah. See, I'm making a statement. I'm sharing information, and I'm getting nowhere with it. Nowhere.
No.
It's like my input is non-existent. It don't count.
Give it just a little bit of time, Floyd. Bit of time.
All right. He's gonna put me off a little bit. He's gonna keep
You've had about a year. We've been on doing this thing.
To the west of me. Now, I got some exclusive neighbors right here next door to me, right to the west of me, that big mansion that live right there. They can't even hardly get out of the house, especially the wife. She terrified to get out and go up and down the road, beat up and down the road.
afraid she might fall.
We've been doing this show.
Get me out of this crap. Get me out of this crap.
Move along, Charlie.
Let's move on. Let's move forward. Yeah, we in enough trouble as it is. Move forward.
Queasel?
Well, you can't hear you. Can't hear nothing.
Who can't?
I can't hear
I
Queasel.
can't.
I mean,
Can
we
you
ain't
hear
important.
Queasel?
I can't hear Queasel.
Queasel ain't, he
Well,
lips his moving, but he ain't saying nothing.
Who's directing this show tonight?
I can't direct him. He'll come back out, come back in.
Okay. All right.
He come out. He left a while ago.
He had to take a phone call. So that
take a phone call. Somebody calling him. A stockbroker calling him.
Yeah, and
it meant so you better sell before this stuff hits the bottom, Queasel.
Are you going to try to keep us out of trouble tonight, Floyd? Just
Nope.
a question, you know.
Floyd is not going to try to keep nobody out of trouble. Floyd, you know what we started out You know what we started out doing with this thing? We started out telling folks we're going to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm still doing. I ain't had nobody call me yet and tell me I was lying.
Can you
we're going to talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
we hear you now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Go ahead, Queasel. When you say something.
Well, I'm just gonna say when y'all when y'all get the offering plate over on Tobacco Road full, then you'll see some movement. Right now, it ain't to the level that it needs to be.
He ain't my minister.
I ain't talking about no
ministry.
I ain't talking about no. This ain't got nothing to do with no ministering.
Uh-oh.
Government. Offering plate filled every December when we write the checks out for them. County taxes and the city taxes. Two times. We get 2 times.
Yeah, but this would be a special offering.
Yeah.
Love. We refer.
This be a special offering.
Assessment. It'd be an assessment.
Floyd.
Yeah.
I don't know about over in Georgia, but there's commercials on the TV all the time. Call me Alabama, Alexander Shannara. I think you are in a minority situation over there where you and your neighbors need to call a good attorney.
Well, I got an attorney. Live right next to me. He ain't gonna do that. We need a pro bono attorney. He is not pro bono, my neighbor.
Yeah. What they gonna do?
Go move on down the road with your pro bono. So
it'd be cheaper to pay the road.
It'd be cheaper for me to help pave the road.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It is.
Anyway, go ahead, Queasel. Tell us something. I'm through.
Man, I ain't got a problem in this world. Nothing. Not one thing. Nothing to complain about. I ain't got one thing. I'm already fitting to break the news to everybody. I ain't worried about them people. They don't tell me what I can say, what I can't say. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And if they don't like what I say, then they don't have to listen to what I say.
Pretty much it. You're right.
And
pretty much it. Pretty much the way I feel. Pretty much what we said when we come on there. We're gonna tell y'all the truth.
I ain't gonna lie to nobody on this show. Never have lied to them. Never will lie to them. And but man, I'm just as happy as I can be. I ain't got.
You know, when you got folks like that complaining to you, that means you're doing something right.
I took it as a compliment.
That is a compliment. Compliment to me.
I took it as a compliment. Made me feel good.
Mm-hmm. Getting somebody. Full South Georgia and South Alabama rednecks. And we got YouTube folks worried about us.
That's right.
Yeah, let me go ahead and share the email.
Ahead, do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Queen.
We've been holding this all week. We didn't put it on our Facebook page or anything, but on March the 9th, the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt show received a email from YouTube, and let me share it with you if I might. It said, "Hi, Dirt Road Sports. We wanted to let you know our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. We know you may not have realized that this was a violation of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. However, we have removed the following content from YouTube. Video, Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show, January the 2nd of 2020. 2021. We realize this may be disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal this decision. You'll find more details below. What our policy says: content that advances false claims, that widespread fraud, errors, or glitches change the outcome of the United States 2020 presidential election is not allowed on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
Well, see, I can challenge that statement, and I can win it in court.
How?
Well, if you don't believe they were cheating, look who's in the White House.
That's a good point.
I go along with that.
They ain't that many stupid people in the United States of America. I'm telling you.
I don't
You're
know.
right. There's not that many stupid people. There's some stupid people now. They are some stupid people in here. In fact, I had a conversation with one yesterday, a learned individual who has drank the Kool-Aid. Let me tell you, drank it all. He's took the whole hook, line, and sinker. Everything that is happening bad in the United States of America is Donald Trump's fault. He went on to argue with me. I said, when's the last time you filled up your car with gas and noticed the gas prices? He said, oh, that's Donald Trump. He said, it's all his big oil buddies. He said, we got oil everywhere. There's oil running out of our ears. And what they're doing, they're jacking up the price. I said, well, so now do you tell me now that these people that are the oil magnates now were not oil magnates when Donald Trump was in office? So this is a different group. This is the Trump group in here now. And I reckon when Trump was in office, it was the Biden group that kept gas down below $2 a gallon. Now it's getting on up back close to $3 a gallon, and it's Donald Trump's fault. I mean, you cannot argue with people. You cannot argue with an idiot, because when the argument is over with, he's still an idiot. He's still Joe Biden. How you gonna do it? How you gonna argue with folks like that? So
Marvin,
having a surplus of everything makes the price go up. Now I want you to explain that concept to me, please.
Me and Marvin were having a conversation one time, and he explained, how many years did you tell me they blamed everything else that went wrong on Ronald Reagan?
Oh, I can't remember. It was a decade.
Oh yeah, they're still blaming it on Reagan. They still blaming it on Ronald Reagan.
Hey, look at him. Look at here. We got news coming across the screen. Look at the bottom of your screen. Nick Snellgrove said he has heard from a reliable friend that Olive Garden in Dothan now has a urinal in the ladies' bathroom.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wonder if they just put one out there. One by the cash register. That'll be the next thing. One by the cash register. So people won't have to get
are kidding me.
That's what Nick said. I don't know. I mean, I hadn't. Number one, I've not been in the ladies' bathroom in Olive Garden. Number two, I have not used the urinal there.
All I can say is, if this were a Saturday night 25 years ago, a song that would be proper for that would be George Jones. Tell me my lying eyes are wrong, please.
Yeah, you can't make it up. You can't believe it, man. It's getting stupider every day. When you got stupid people running your country, stupid things are going to happen to you.
I tell you what, I think we ought to salute these governors out here that's passing these laws saying that the boys can't compete in the girls' sports. I like that.
Amen.
I like that.
We got some that's brave enough to do it. They're gonna get it knocked down. Some judge somewhere throw it out. It'd be unconstitutional. Then it'd go to the Supreme Court. And I ain't got no more confidence in the Supreme Court. I ain't got as much confidence in the Supreme Court as I got in Joe Biden making coherent statements. They gone. I'm telling you, they gone. Supreme Court is worthless.
You know, I just thought about that. There's you a short list. List. The number of coherent statements that Biden has made since he was elected president.
He ain't made
47 years. In the last 47 years,
they won't let him get in front of a microphone and talk. They won't let him. They won't let him get in front of the press. They won't let him do anything. They keep him down there in that basement like they did when they got him elected. It's
he didn't even know he was elected.
No, somebody had to tell him.
Well,
I don't know.
anyway,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we wanted everybody to know that we received this letter, this email from YouTube, and they have basically slapped our hand and said that I assume in the January 2nd meeting or show, we referred to the election being fraudulent or something of that nature, and so therefore they put a mark against us on our YouTube channel. Now Facebook's not said anything, but YouTube sent us basically called us to the principal's office.
Well, I've been there a lot.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it, boy?
No, I took more classes in the principal's offices than I did in the classroom when I was in high school.
Let me tell you something that started my Saturday off with a laugh, and it was about 5:30 this morning. I was up drinking the coffee, getting ready to go check on everything, and flipped over to Fox and Friends, and they had Larry Gatlin on. They'd been about 6:30, but Gatlin received his second Moderna vaccine in the last few days, and when he did, he 2 days later came down and tested positive for COVID. And he was talking about, that a lot of the researchers said that's good. That means the vaccine is working. And he didn't have anything bad to say about it. In fact, he said, I just want to thank Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and all these different people who have worked hard to come up with these solutions to the problem. He says, my heart goes out to all the folks that have lost loved ones or have been affected by the virus. He was real candid with it. And then he turned, he says, he says, entertainers like me, he says, I shouldn't be scared of a virus. He said, I lived in a tour bus for 40 years and still get out there and do it now. He said, that was one germ after another, amongst a bunch of musicians. Then he said, and I want to thank my president, Donald, and good friend, Donald J. Trump, for getting things done in the amount of time that he got them done. And I also want to thank current President Joe Biden. He said, I didn't listen to his statement and comments the other night, but I did video it. He says, and if I ever come down with a case of insomnia, I can go back and look at it and fall right to sleep. So I thought that was my salute is to old Larry Gatlin. He kind of told it like it was.
That's right. He's a good guy, man. I like to watch Country Family Reunion, and he's a good guy. Guys, we want to let you know tonight that starting next week we got two sponsors that are going to be joining our show. Circle B Contractors, Mr. Earl Boyette from Bainbridge, Georgia, and Buddy C. Chambers, salesman extraordinaire at Franklin Spring Creek Ford in Colquitt, Georgia. We want to give you a little bit of teaser information on that. We'll have some commercials on that next week. Circle B Contracting and Buddy C. Chambers, salesman extraordinaire. Only other one ever in the history of Miller County, Georgia, would have been what? Dick's Pancake.
Dick's Pancake. Dick's Pancake. He said he was it. He was it. He could
extra large ashtray.
Extra large ashtray and a high speed radio antenna.
Well, can Buddy come across a 1966 Rambler station wagon with the punch button gear shift?
He can find you one.
Probably.
Okay.
He can find you one.
Just had that on my mind later.
Yeah, he's got connections. But he knows the automobile industry. Yeah,
there ain't but one thing standing between you and that car. That's a checkbook.
That's right.
That's what gets Buddy C. That's what gets him rolling.
He'll see you when you drive up. He'll analyze you when you drive up, and he'll know if your credit has collapsed or not.
Hey, you reckon how many?
Go ahead.
Yeah. You reckon how many that he sold? Look at the car he sold Floyd. You reckon how many bodies have been hauled in the back of that thing?
Oh,
That's
in my
right.
car, ain't nobody's been hauling mine. Nothing but flowers. Nothing but
Oh,
flowers been
oh,
hauling mine.
Oh,
Mine
oh,
was the escort. Mine was the escort vehicle.
oh, okay. I'm
Nothing
sorry.
but flowers. Them pretty flowers. It still smell like a bouquet of flowers in there. I'm
What
telling
did
you,
you
son.
say again about buying a car? It's the three C's. What is that? You used to talk about that. The three C's to buy a car.
Oh, you need credit. You need a credit, collateral, and credibility. That's
Credibility.
yeah,
whoa.
yeah. You need credit, collateral, and credibility. No, no,
Mhm.
no, no, no. Here it is: credit, character, and
Character. There it is.
collateral. That was
Mhm.
it. Been a long time since folks
That's
had
been
to
a
check
long time
everybody's
since that
character.
story went
But
out,
I check
wasn't
folks'
it?
character too close these days.
Yeah.
Ain't like it used to
If
be. Ain't
they
like it used to be.
Mhm.
hey, if they had to check folks' character before they sold them a car nowadays, car salesmen, they'd starve to death.
I had a
Mm-hmm.
friend one time. I had a friend one time lived down in Decatur County, and he was known. He was notorious. He was known for going on tour. You know what I'm talking about? Going on tour. He'd leave Decatur County and go somewhere else and stay for 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, he called
Uh-oh.
Lincoln Continental dealership up in Albany, Georgia. Albany Lincoln Mercury. They was no boy from Carwood. I think his name was David Hill. He was selling cars up there. And this fella that I know called him up. Look here, I need you to bring me. This was Mark III. This would have been about 1970. They need you to bring me one of them Mark III down here. It was on like Friday. I'm thinking about buying one. I'm going to write you a check for it. I'm thinking about buying one. They bring it here. I'm going to try it out over the weekend. They brought it on down. I got a fella to follow him. You know how you follow one another. He followed him down there, took the sales, left the Lincoln Continental with the man, and went back to Albany, Georgia. And I think it was either 3 or 4 weeks later they found that Lincoln Continental. He was trying it out. He was just trying it out. He was just trying. I think he found it down in a cupboard over around Yazoo City, Mississippi. He was just trying it out. And you know what the car folks could do about it? Zero.
Nothing.
Nothing. They
Nothing.
took it to him. He tried it out. He didn't like it. He
Mhm.
left it right there in that cupboard in Yazoo City, Mississippi. Anyway, that's
Mhm.
just one of them old stories from down there. True story. But anyway, that's one of them that
Hey,
I
we
have.
want to give a shout out tonight to one of our sponsors, Don Lane. He's a brand new grandpa, brand new
Oh,
grandbaby born this week. Don Lane.
Boy, girl. Was
how
it boy,
about
girl?
that?
I'm not sure.
Well, Marvin, now you need to get the information, man. You coming with high, they're gonna cut us off. YouTube is gonna cut us off
Half
for not
truths.
providing information.
All right.
Half
We
Well,
got to
truths.
provide it.
hey, how about this? How about Kayla? I know you watching. Send us a message. Let us know if it is a boy or a girl.
Yeah. What the name is?
Yeah, we need how long it was, how much it weighed.
How
Give
much
us
it
some more.
weigh? Yeah.
Take us off of Facebook and YouTube.
They're gonna take us off because
And if it
we're not providing information.
and just be glad that when it grows up, it don't matter which bathroom it goes into, male or female.
There won't be no difference then. And when he grows up,
No.
there may not
All
even
right.
be no bathroom. There probably won't be no bathroom. We'll probably be in the woods.
Dynamite King said it's a girl.
Girl, well, good for Dynamite King. Thank you, Dynamite, for watching. Dynamite's one of my old buddies too, back from Dawsonville, Georgia, back in the '60s, back in the glory days. Used to terrorize folks. Dynamite King could get on a boat. Now you talk about a man that could maneuver a boat. Whoo-wee. Son, he could maneuver a boat with an outboard motor on a big Mercury, a 135 Mercury hung back on that transom. He'd have it walking. He'd have it walking, baby. Sometimes he'd have it walking up there on the bank. But anyway,
Oh.
anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Mm.
You know, I've had some characters. I've been involved with some characters in my life.
And you know
I love
what,
everyone of
Floyd, what is
them.
missing in this world today is what you just said, the characters.
They don't have no character, and
Yeah,
they don't have relationships with one another. Young folks don't have
no.
relationships with each other like we used to have when I was coming up, when you was coming up, Charlie, and I reckon Corey and I know Queasel, some of his buddies were about half
Yeah.
hoodlum, and but anyway,
Yeah.
they don't have that no more. You don't have that
No.
relationship. They too dang busy. They too busy texting one another. They too busy texting and sending pictures of nothing to one another. Man, hey, go see them. Go get an automobile and ride around with them. You know. Hey, and look at things. Look at y'all, man. Look at. They got them a new car. Look at y'all. They got a brand new car parked up under the driveway there. Man, look at. I bet that thing will run. Brand new
Floyd.
Catalina Pontiac.
Hey, Floyd, you know, there's one thing we can be thankful for. We can be thankful that they wasn't a camera. People didn't have cell phone with a camera in the hand everywhere you went when we was up
What you
there.
talking about?
Isn't that something? It wouldn't have been the
Ooh.
same. It would not have been the same. Can
No.
you imagine filming me, Pearlie Franklin, and Frog Wells, and Doan Calhoun filming that?
At Floyd Town. At
Yeah,
Floyd
they were.
Town.
Ooh, even before that and after that.
Goocher
That was
is
a
watching
bullet
tonight.
Goocher.
Goocher is with us tonight on my page. Joe F. Watson. Goocher said, "Where'd Floyd go?" Well, Goocher, he's back.
I'm back.
He come back. He, I think he had to belch a little bit of that prime rib and shrimp
Prime
he
rib. Yeah,
had
he was there
tonight.
with the prime rib eating
Yeah.
tonight. Let me tell y'all who
Fo-
cut. Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead. Read some more.
let me say this right. Sam Eaton watching from the Colamoka community. Carl Smith, Roy and Becky Barber, and a whole lot more. We love hearing from y'all. Just send us a message on our Facebook pages or straight to the where's the central office to the Dirt Road Sports page?
No, it comes through just wherever wherever they're watching it, they can comment
Okay.
it. Get
On
it.
it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Do that.
and let me tell y'all something. You know, we're living in an age of fear, where people are afraid to put their thoughts on Facebook or anything like that. And I've got people. I talk to people. I interact with a lot of people during the week, and I know some people watch us, and I don't say they are afraid to comment to us or be associated with us, but they're cautious about it because
Yeah.
your life, especially if you're like a college professor or a school teacher or anything, they can make your life miserable for you with this council culture they've got. And people are a lot of people in this country are living in fear of that, in fear of the parents saying something on social media and it causing their kids, their children, not to be able to be accepted in a college. I mean, that's how drastic it is. That's how things. They go back. They went back to Brett Kavanaugh. They went back to Brett Kavanaugh when he was 17 years old and concocted all this stuff. I don't know if y'all remember this event or not, but they was all
Oh yeah.
screaming for Brett Kavanaugh. They were screaming for his head to be cut off for something that somebody said he did 17 years ago, when he was 17 years old when he did it. So they're going. They're pulling out all stops, and it's a scary situation that we live in, where you cannot express your true feelings and your true thoughts without being censored. Censorship. Censorship is one of the main causes of a dictatorship. That's one of the main. That's one of the side effects of a dictatorship is censorship. Gun confiscation,
Exactly.
censorship, controlling every aspect of your life. That, my friends, is what is happening right now where we live. They're coming. They coming for us. They coming. They got a mighty army. They got the news media. They got social media, and they got the money. They got the power. They got the elected offices. So be careful. God bless us. God be with us. That's all I can say. Help us out. I ain't gonna say nothing else negative tonight. Everything else from now on I'm gonna say is good. But I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing but the truth. Anybody, any of y'all want to argue with me about censorship deal? Call me up.
Phone numbers on the screen.
Yep, numbers on the screen. Call Marvin. Argue with him about
So-
there ain't nobody censoring nobody.
We would love to have some opposing views. Call in. We're gonna be civil. We love everybody. We don't hate anybody. And if you got an opposing view to ours, that's okay. That's the beauty of where we live.
So
And
let me ask this question.
My phone ain't ringing. Did y'all hear my phone ringing? My phone? It ain't ringing.
I don't hear it.
Yeah.
So why can they cancel everything they don't like, but we can't cancel stuff we don't like?
That's because of who
Plain
we
that.
are. That's because of who we are.
But
We're the enemy. We are the enemy, Weasel.
But their argument is everybody needs to be equal. Everybody needs to be treated the same. So why come we can't be equal, and why come we can't be treated the same?
Because we different. Because they don't like us. They don't like our opinion. Anytime, like I say, we 4 South Georgia, South Alabama rednecks, and we get a notice from Facebook that we are a threat, that we're breaking policy, that we the spam, deceptive practices, and scams. We ain't running no scams. We ain't running no spam. We ain't deceiving nobody. We ain't asking nobody to send us no check. We ain't asking nobody to send us no money. That's deception.
That's
We just
right.
telling you the truth. So y'all hang
We
on.
didn't dece-
I mean, this is it.
we
They
didn't
don't know how much
deceive.
longer we're gonna be on, but right now this is what it is.
We didn't deceive. We told the truth. I didn't prove we told the truth.
That's right.
Well, they went after poor old Pepe Le Pew this week, I think.
Yep.
Is Woody Woodpecker still in the clear, or what do we know about him, Marvin?
He's on thin ice. They done cut Pepe Le Pew. I don't know. I don't know who else is going to be next.
Well,
Elmer Fudd is gone. He's gone because
Elmer's gone. Roadrunner's gone.
Roadrunner's gone.
What did the Roadrunner do?
Well,
Yeah.
it's violence. It's all violence.
Yeah, violence. Yeah,
Violence.
and then
Too much violence.
Wait a
Foghorn
minute now.
Leghorn
Hold
be
it, hold it,
next.
hold it, hold it. The Roadrunner is violence, but
Yeah.
Antifa ain't.
Antifa
Is that
ain't
what you telling me?
violent. Black Lives Matter ain't violent.
No.
It's Roadrunner. He's the
The
problem.
Roadrunner
Antifa
is
and Black
violent.
Lives Matter's fine. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem with them.
The
Louis
Roadrunner,
Farrakhan. They ain't got no problem with Louis Farrakhan. They got a problem with us.
Roadrunner ain't never said a word. All he's ever said is beep beep.
Beat. That's it. He
That's
beat.
it.
That's it.
Yeah. But hey, it's the world we living in. Hey guys, I got I'm gonna see if I can show this. Look right here. That is the baby right there. That would be Miss Collins Grace Willis, 7 pounds, 10 ounces, 21 inches long. Proud grandpa Don Lane and Rhonda Lane, and I don't know the other grandparents. But everybody knows Don Lane, one of our sponsors. Him and Brian Pickle, Lane Crop Insurance. Pretty little baby there. Wanted to show everybody.
God bless y'all. Y'all have been blessed, y'all.
Yep.
I want y'all to know it. That's the best
Absolutely.
blessing that God can give you right there. Take it and nurture it and love it every day that you can.
Hey, just think. Hey, look at him. That baby ain't a week old, and she done been on the Charlie Platt and Dirt Road Sports Show. You saw what happened to the race car driver. There ain't no telling what'll happen to her. She may be the president of the United States of America.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what happened to Chase Elliott? When he had his picture made with us, that was it. The die was cast for him.
Champion.
Speaking of that, let me put in a word for the race fans out there that are kind of like me and a lot of others don't really give a rip about NASCAR much anymore, except Chase Elliott. That don't get mad at me, Queasel. We
I
love
ain't
Chase.
mad at you. All right, I'm with you.
But
I'm with you.
if you want to see some good racing over there at Kinston, between Opp and Kinston tomorrow afternoon, the 250 lap Rattler 250 will take place, and Ty Majeski will be over there. He's defending champion. He's won it 3 times, and he also has a full-time ride, I think, in the truck series now, and does some of the other the class up from the trucks, not the cup. But Ty has done very well, and he's tied with a Georgia racer by the name of Ronnie Sanders, having won that race 3 times. They're the only 2 folks that won it 3 times, and I saw a little interview with those 2 today, and Ronnie may be losing that tie with Ty, no pun intended, tomorrow, because he's a favorite. Ty Majeski is in tomorrow's race. So anybody
I wouldn't.
Is that where we went? Where I had the 2 corn dogs and 2 pieces of corn on a stick. Went in the
There you
outhouse,
go.
and they cranked it up, and I fell out of the outhouse.
That's
was
the
it.
place.
You come
That's
out there
it.
and you got some extra mustard, don't you remember?
Got mustard all over my shirt.
That was it.
That's it. Charlie,
Hey, we were Grand Marshals. We were Grand
That's
Marshals over
right.
at the Rattlesnake 250.
I just don't believe I'd want to win that race. So
Yeah.
I just don't
That's the
believe I
prize.
want to win.
Well, you get a prize, though, Queasel, if you win a race.
Yeah.
You win a
Yeah.
bunch of money, but you have to have your picture taken with the rattlesnake being held around your neck.
Live rattlesnake.
Negative.
Yes, sir. Yes, there ain't no other
Live.
one to have.
That's right. He live. Yeah.
Listen, if I ain't gonna go in a church where they handle rattlesnakes, I sure ain't going to a race where I gotta handle a rattlesnake.
Well, I heard Flat Creek was fixing to take up the serpent. That's just a rumor.
You know what? Wendy Bagwell said. He said, "I don't know where the door was, but I wanted to know where they wanted one at."
Could you make one in the side of Flat Creek if they come in there?
Yeah, come go through one of them stained glass windows. I don't do snakes. No.
That's scripture. The scripture says pick up serpents, don't it?
Yeah.
The scripture always says your foolish deeds can cut your life short too.
Do not tempt the Lord thy God too. Listen, I am a professional offering taker, but I am not a professional snake handler. Okay, let me just put it that way.
Well, at least
I
you
want
tell
to
the
ask
truth.
somebody Bible too, Queen. Let me ask you Marvin, about the snake handling deal there. And some folks misinterpret things. Where in the Bible is it that says handle rattlesnakes and drank strychnine? That ain't in there. That ain't in my Bible.
In the book of Mark, I think it is at the end of it, which some manuscripts have it that it was left off. It talks about picking up a serpent and drinking poison and about fire. But it does not say, okay, we want y'all to go out there and we want you to catch a bunch of rattlesnakes and moccasins, throw them in the church and sing, I don't know, Jesus paid it all, and pick up a moccasin and hold it, and then go into I'll fly away and hit you a drink of strychnine and take a butane torch and stick it to the bottom of your feet.
That don't make no sense to me.
Here's the difference.
You see, that ain't religion.
Here's
That
the
ain't
difference.
See, to me. That part of my Bible, I ain't got that part yet.
Here's
I don't
the difference.
interpret it that way.
When Paul was bitten by the serpent and he didn't die, that glorified God. It wasn't nothing to do with Paul. And when you do stuff like that today, it's all about glorifying you, not glorifying God. See, God was glorified in what Paul
You don't
did.
You don't mean they some of these now. You don't mean they some of these preachers that want to be glorified themselves, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't think it. Let me tell y'all about talking about preachers. Y'all guess who was carving the ribeyes out there at the prime ribs out there at the Moby Dick tonight? Yes.
Pencil Johnson.
Well, he's a wannabe. He's a wannabe Pencil Johnson.
I know
William Smith.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I swear to God, he cut one off for Wayne Gucci tonight. Gucci couldn't eat it all. He told Gucci, he said,
just said
if you want some more, it's a buffet, all you can eat. He put Gucci had to take some home. He gonna have it for breakfast in the morning. He said. William Smith, they got him in charge of carving the prime rib. He was trying to kill me tonight. He was trying to give me a heart attack. I said, whoa, Rib, back on. Come forward with your knife, man. You got way too much in there for me. Can't do that. But he didn't. He was having the best time anybody ever had in their life tonight. Reverend William Smith. Where's he gonna be tomorrow? Where Reverend Smith going? What church he gonna be at tomorrow? You know,
he preaches out there at Cedar Springs every Sunday.
Cedar Springs, that's right. That's his
Baptist
Church. That's right.
Yeah. He out there.
Gucci says I'm full of that prime rib too. Gucci also says let's remember Mr. Charles Inch tonight. He passed away Friday morning. He owned the True Value on the Square in Blakely most of his life.
Yep. He was an institution in Blakely, Georgia.
Good man.
Yes, sir.
Good man going home, y'all.
Speaking
of that's about the best anybody can say about you.
Oh,
Good soul and going home.
Speaking of preachers, Floyd, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm a Baptist, Southern Baptist. I got a notice this week that tomorrow, time changes to night, and tomorrow it begins daylight savings time. And we got a letter this week from the Southern Baptist Convention telling us preachers not to advertise daylight savings time this year.
Why?
Because they said it got saved last year, and we believe once saved, always saved.
I had to go for that.
Man, ain't nothing like it Baptist. Ain't nothing like it Baptist.
Hey.
Especially Baptist preachers. Once saved, always saved.
Ain't no need to advertise it. It done got saved. We can't advertise it no more.
Marvin, talking about preachers, where's your world-renowned fisherman at tonight?
Well, he kind of hit a rough spot this week. He wasn't able to get out on the water. He said that the boat, but he had some boat trouble or wife trouble or something. I don't know.
We're not interested in that. That means nothing. That means nothing to us. Where is he?
I
think he is in Adel, Georgia, doing a wedding.
And I got a fishing report from the fire chief.
We're going to find somebody else. We're going to have to get us another fisherman. We're going to have to get like Jimmy Holt or somebody like that knows how, or Steve Holt or Hubert Stafford. Somebody knows how to fish.
The fire chief over in Dawsonville. Hey, Floyd, the fire chief over in Dawsonville called me yesterday and said he went up to West Point late. Said he caught so many fish they had to rent a boat to come get the fish. They couldn't even come in. Said they had so many speck of perch in the boat they couldn't even come in. They couldn't even count them. They were so many.
Yeah, that's what we need on it. We don't need nobody on here. Listen, we need to reevaluate this thing. We don't need nobody on here that come on and they got a bigger promo mug shot and screenshot and all than us. Than we
That's
do.
right.
And he got his what do you call it when they doctor up your picture and all? What do you call that?
Makeup.
No,
Photoshop makeup. He got the tint on his face, got his teeth all white, teeth whiter than Joe Biden. Got his glass, got that hat on, got that attitude hat on. He come on with all of this, with his signs and all that stuff. And here we are, just regular. Here we're on the screen, and here the Free Will Baptist comes on, and then tonight he's unavailable. See,
he's
what
busy.
are we supposed to do with that time that we had allotted to him to preen on? What you think, Queasel?
Well, I don't expect no different from him. I told him what he ought to do, just come on and lie about it, because that's what he's doing about the rest of them. Just come on here and make it up, whatever he done call.
All you got to do, come here and make something up.
But I don't know.
Marvin's got all of his screenshots and all that. Marvin can throw that up on the screen. He ain't even got to do that. He could call. They ain't having no wedding over there at 9 o'clock wherever he's at. Ain't nobody get married at 9 o'clock. They get married at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Nobody get married at no 9 o'clock at night. He going down the road with that story now.
Yeah,
that's the way I feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel. How you feel about it, Charlie? Somebody just depending on a nail no show.
Well, I'm not calling him a liar or anything like that. I mean, far be it from me to do that, but I believe he caught that 32-pound catfish about 6 different times since he's been making that appearance on the show.
Yeah, same old catfish, different angle.
32 pounds. 32 pounds.
Catfish.
Well, 1 week it was 32 pounds, and 1 week it was 32 inches long. If you
he catching inches 1 week, pound the next week.
Yeah,
I don't know about him. I'll tell you what, I don't know about him. He might not make the cut. We've tried it. You throw it out there. You try it.
Let me tell you. You know who taught him how to give his fishing report, don't you?
Who?
You?
That was Steve Holt. Steve Holt taught him how to give a fishing report. So that lets you know how much confidence to put in what he tells you. What would you say to that now?
Well, I think that's about right. It makes sense now. It all adds up now.
Yeah.
All adds up. See, we're not in this for ourselves, folks. I don't know if y'all understand that. Me and Marvin and Queasel and Charlie Platt, we're not in this for ourselves. We don't come out here and prance around and preen and got all this makeup on and all this stuff, all these these Photoshop pictures and all that with the sporty hat all turned sideways, sunglasses on, that movie star smile with them cap teeth shining. We don't do that. We just come out here. We just who we are. We are regular folks. We need
That's
Hey,
to,
don't
right.
forget about it.
maybe, hey, Matt, maybe one reason. That may be one reason that the YouTube folks is on us. It's on account of
Might
him
be.
coming on here. They talk about
Hey,
what about truthful content, huh? Deceptive practices.
you're
How do you
kidding.
get to
Scams.
be? How do you get to
Scams.
be more deceptive than catching the same fish every week that weighs 32 pounds?
And don't forget about his bait and tackle sign he got
Bait
with
and
his
tackle
name on
sign.
it.
Yeah, you got it
Yeah,
all
he
made up.
puts
Oh,
up
he's movie star now. Oh, he's famous now. We done made him famous.
made him famous. He forgot
Made him
about us. He don't
famous.
need us no more. He
And
don't
we
need us no more.
get rode up.
If we get rolled
Yeah.
up, yeah, he gets a pass. Leave.
All right, Floyd. It's
Hmm.
that time again, that time every week that we look forward to. That time again, I have no water to clear my throat so I can prepare for this, but this is one of the most famous, most memorable times of the show every week.
Hey, Lord. I got
Now,
several. I'm probably not going to read all these tonight. I got several in here. I
Oh,
ain't gonna read.
go ahead.
oh, let me
Some of them good. Some of them good. Some of them ain't no good. Anyway, I'm gonna you what I'm gonna start out with right here. Uh, let's go ahead, John.
I just want to know, has it ever occurred to you that the Pentecostals might be keeping Tobacco Road from being repaved? You go ahead.
They could be reporting us to the Facebook folks, to the YouTube folks too. If they ain't, they've had every reason to do it. I tell you that. Here one right here. Insurance companies that are clamoring to insure Tiger Woods. That's funny. I'm telling you, that's funny. Yeah. Insurance companies that are clamoring to insure Tiger Woods. Here's one right here. Free Will Baptist preachers and Pentecostal preachers that are also professional wrestlers.
Well,
I
now Marvin wrestled
know
one time.
one.
Marvin wrestled.
Charlie, if anybody knows them, you would. You ever know
Name
Pentecostal
one.
preacher? One Pentecostal preacher, Free Will Baptist preacher that was around. Who was it?
Oh man, I can't. I'm
Like I say, it's a
serious, yo.
short list. This is the short list here now. This is the short list. Okay. Other than marrying Prince Harry, the accomplishments of Meghan Markle. I'm waiting. Call me. You one right here.
Piers Morgan will call in on that one.
Here one right here. Let me read that again. Other than marrying Prince Harry, the accomplishments of Meghan Markle. Then I'm gonna get right on to this one. Pentecostal preachers that care what Meghan Markle thinks. Pentecostal preachers that don't own at least 2 polyester double knit suits. Everyone, this is serious business here now. This is serious out here. Think about it. Guatemalan migrants that do not have a new iPhone, new tennis shoes, and that are malnourished.
Mm.
Think about it. Think about it, y'all. All you leftist Democrats out there, call me. Call me. Show me a picture of one that don't have a new iPhone, new tennis shoes, and that he is malnourished. Call me. Thousands of
Waiting.
them lined up down there. Here one right here. Honorable things that Al Sharpton has done in his life. Pentecostal preachers that can speak Arabic. Oh,
Tony
oh,
Clay,
mercy.
got it,
I may
Tony
be
Clay.
talking in tongues. I might be Arabic, but they in tongues talking to him. I don't know. Oh, Lord, forgive me. I didn't mean that. Celebrating transgender living for Pentecostals. Oh, man, they're
Hey,
coming for me. I know. I know.
Floyd, Tony Clay just said Tobacco Road will never get
He will never get paid. Oh, you talk about the council culture. I've been counseled. Here's a very short list right here. Think about this one. One-armed barbers. Would y'all want a one-armed man cutting your hair? Oh, can you imagine that? Oh, Lord. Here one right here. Pentecostals I have met at the bonfire club. Wait, wrong list. Oh, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. Hey, Lord, have mercy. All right, here's one right here. I'm going to read you two more. South Georgia rednecks that love their food seasoned with curry powder. Yeah. Oh, hey, I can't wait to get out there to that Indian place and give me some of them chitlins with that curry powder on them. Hey, here's one right here. This is the last one. I'm gonna leave it with y'all. All right. People with fewer friends than Andrew Cuomo. Oh, Andrew, poor Andrew, he's out there in no man's land, ain't he?
Son, he ain't
hung
got
out.
He can't call nobody. Ain't nobody answered. He called, but they ain't answered. That's it for the short list tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with next week. Probably won't be on air next week, but Pentecostals will get through with me. It may be Marvin. You may have had to be preaching my funeral.
Colt Calhoun wants to know, was that before or after the roof blew off at the bonfire?
It was before. Yeah, that was the wrong list I got. Hey, I'm sorry about that thing.
You got mixed up, didn't you, Floyd?
That's the wrong list, y'all.
That ain't a short
That
list,
should be on
is it?
another list. That should be on the long list. Oh, mercy. Have mercy. Life, man. Life ever change you get. Don't never
That's
know.
right.
Never know.
Might not be here tomorrow.
Might not be here, baby.
No.
We may be checked out. Checked out and checked in.
That's it.
Ooh.
Oh, that was good.
That's all I got for tonight. I ain't got nothing else. I'm spent.
You hear the rumblings out in the yard, Floyd?
I don't hear nothing. It's quiet over here right now.
You better
I'm
be
worried about our
listening.
sponsors. What I'm worried about, our new sponsors leaving us before they ever sign on.
They might pull out.
Hey, I know Buddy Chambers ain't a Pentecostal. Is Earl Boyette a Pentecostal?
I don't think Earl no Pentecostal. I do not think Earl Pentecostal. I think he likes them though, and I know Buddy Chambers likes them. They like them.
Yeah.
They good. They good folks to do business with. But anyway, y'all forgive me. This is just old Floyd talking. It ain't none of our sponsors behind none of this.
No.
This is me.
And if in about a couple of hours when you're in a deep sleep and you think that an earthquake is taking place because of tambourines being hit outside of your house, it's too late.
Electric guitars picking.
Yeah.
That's gonna when the electric guitars get to picking. That's when it's gonna get nervous with. But you know what? Let me tell y'all. Hey, here's what I'm gonna bet y'all. I'm gonna bet y'all that we don't get one notification from the YouTube folks about talking about the Pentecostals, or talking about the Catholic priests, or talking about the Jewish rabbis, or talking about the Free Will Baptist preachers, or talking about the Baptist preachers. We ain't gonna get one notification from them saying that it's what do they call it? What kind of it's a deceptive practices or scams? That's what we practice, I reckon.
You know, I ain't
practices.
ain't understood. Deceiving is when you don't just lay it all out there. You know, you kind of hide stuff. I ain't never knowed us to hide nothing. We always pretty much said what we thought. Ain't
That's
that,
right.
Ain't that?
That's right. We're the opposite. Here's what the Democrats do. Whatever they accuse you of doing is what they're doing. That's what they do. They accuse you of doing bad things, and they're the ones doing it. So that's their motive. That's their motive of operandi. Their MO. They read it. There's a book. They got a book wrote. There's a book, Rules for Radicals. Saul Alinsky. They've all read it. They all worship at the altar of it.
Well,
Memorized it.
They
I got
memorized it.
news.
They got it.
I got news where that altar is gonna get them too.
Yep.
Mm.
Don't get them.
Hey, we
Brother,
got a text just a while ago from Roger and Judy. They're down in Webster, Florida, headed to Miller County tomorrow. But he said this: Harry Warren had eye surgery, but went mullet fishing yesterday.
that's the mullet man now.
How come we can't get Harry Warren on here? How come we can't get him to talk? Harry Warren can talk about anything. He can talk about fishing. He can talk about anything. I'm a man. All he wants to talk about is puff himself up about how many fish he caught, how big they are, how good he looks. I'm about ready to move on. I tell you, I'm about ready to move on from him now.
You know he's talking about getting hair implants now, don't you?
I wouldn't doubt it. And they got it all his teeth capped and all that. Joe Biden style. Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt nothing he do.
So do you think he wearing makeup in the pulpit, Floyd?
I know he is. He wear it on the Dirt Those Sports Charlie Platt show. You know he does.
What about
he got him a powder puff he go around with it before he come up back to the pulpit. Get that powder puff and go to puffing makeup powder all over his face and everything. I ain't never seen him when his breeches wasn't pressed to a fare you well. Got that crease on him. Look like Barack Obama's pants with that crease.
Wait a minute now.
I thought you said you was.
I'm gonna have to call the off on my preacher on that one now. I'm gonna have to stand up for him on that one. I'm gonna let you cut it, but they ain't gonna let they just we have to cut. They just so low you can cut him now.
Oh,
That's pretty low.
Watch your britches in the morning, Queasy. Watch your britches see how much crease he got in them. He get his clothes, get them all done over at the Pressing Club in Johnsonville.
I'm gonna be trying to figure out if he got on makeup.
oh.
Hey, he's one of our favorites. We ready to knock this thing in the head, ain't we, Marvin?
Hey, we love everybody, y'all. Y'all don't puff your lips out.
No.
Let me ask you this: if you think he wear makeup, do you think James C. Buddy J. Johnson Jr. III wear makeup too? Then,
ooh, man, and perfume.
I got a news flash here, right quick. Let me put this in there.
Put it on.
And this is another reason we do need to pray for our country. Now, what I'm reading, you folks at YouTube, Facebook, Nextstar, whatever gurus might be out there, this get your truth patrol in on this. Fox News has a news article that came out while we were on. Megyn reportedly networking with senior Democrats in wake of Oprah sit-down, trying to get support for her to run for president of the United States of America.
That's her. That's what she wants, baby.
That will be about the
people stupid enough to vote for her, Charlie.
But I mean, oh man, never mind.
That's Megyn.
All right, Charlie, take us home.
Well, need to pray for this nation because we in a mess. Just watch the news. See what's happening. The Biden border, we'll call it. I'm not saying anybody ought to be treated wrong. They shouldn't be. But there is institution and ways to get into this country that's been there for years and years and years, and it's worked. So why are we changing things now? It's all because some people that are elected to office, a lot of people, I'll even go on and say most people, they're elected to public office. I don't care if it's President of the United States, governor, senator, House of Representatives, whether it's a mayor, a councilman, councilwoman. When they get in there, they get addicted to something. It's not necessarily something that can be bought with money. It's not necessarily an item tangible that you can hold in your hand. It's something called power. And that addiction is probably worse than any painkillers, any heroin, anything that the body could get addicted to. And I do believe that's why we're in the mess we're in this country today. And we really need to keep that in mind and keep our minds open and not be so closed-minded to listen to the truth and what's going on. But pray for this country. And we love everybody, and we appreciate y'all sharing your Saturday nights with us. Lloyd?
I'm gonna keep it short. I'm tell you y'all what to do. You need to do this daily. Every day you wake up, you need to remember, be vigilant. Watch where you are. Watch your surroundings. Watch the people that you are around if they're strangers to you, and surround yourself with like-minded people. And be armed. Good night, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all letting us in your house. If the old Facebook, YouTube folks would let us be on with y'all next week, we're going to be back on with y'all. Go ahead, Queasel.
Well, I'm just glad everybody let us in tonight. Let us share a little time with them. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope our friends at YouTube had a good time tonight. I hope the team that they have enjoyed the show, because we certainly have not done anything to offend any of them, and we just hope that they enjoyed everything. We hope that something we did say or might have didn't say made you laugh. Life's too short not to laugh. Our country is in a mess, but it's still the greatest nation that there is on this earth. I still ain't worried about what's going on in the White House, because I know the man that's sitting on the throne. And I just pray that he doesn't turn his back on us like we turned our back on him. That's what scares me. At some point, he's going to say enough is enough. And this country should be ashamed of itself for the way that it has treated him, and what Christianity is all about. But none of that caught us by surprise. If you got a Bible, if you've read it, if you studied it, you knew this was coming. We all knew it was coming. So we love y'all. Thank you for letting us come in. I want to leave you with just one little bit of words for wisdom here. I'm gonna borrow it from a fellow that knew a little bit. His name was Albert Einstein. I'm gonna borrow this from old Al. And here's what he said. He said the difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Go ahead there.
That's exactly right.
Go ahead there, Marvin.
We had a viewer, Troy Howard. He watches us each week. He sent in this. He is in Snoqualmie Mountain Lake, south of Seattle, Washington. Got snow on the ground there. Beautiful scenery. He wanted to send it to us, let us share it with everybody. He's on with us every Saturday night. Troy Howard. We appreciate you watching us, Troy, and we appreciate all of you. Hey, we want to say thank you. Thank you for inviting us into your home tonight. There's a lot you could be doing on Saturday night, and you invite us every week into your homes, and we just want you to know it means a lot to us. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all watching us, tolerating us, defending us, and we want to say thank you for that. Don't forget, time does change tonight, so you want to push that clock ahead 1 hour so that you are not late for church. And I want to encourage you, if you can get up and go to church tomorrow, get up and go to church. If you can't, watch it online, watch it on TV, give the Lord his due. Let me share the scripture of the week with you. I call to the Lord who is worthy of praise and have been saved. Thankful for the saving grace of God. We love y'all. We hope you will join us again next Saturday night, same place, same time, right here on Facebook and YouTube. Hope y'all have a great week. God bless you all. We love you, and God bless these great United States of America we live in.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all.
Good night.